together on even a slightly chilly November morning to reflect with gratitude on the many veterans in our lives and in our community. In the United States, tomorrow will be our 105th Veterans Day, our 105th moment to pause and reflect on all that has been sacrificed and shared in this continual journey towards freedom and peace. And I always sort of love the history of this day, that Veterans Day was originally Armistice Day, which began as a commemoration after World War I on November 11th in 1918. And after World War II, Armistice Day was recognized to pay tribute to all veterans and service members and redesignated as Veterans Day in 1954. And we gather on this day because the truth is we all know a veteran, perhaps a family member, a grandparent, a neighbor, a colleague, a fellow student. We all know someone who has served our country with courage and compassion. My Papa Johnny served in the Navy, my cousins in the Army, a close friend in the Marines, my aunt worked in the Coast Guard. My 3-year-old daughter's best friend's dad is currently deployed, and we just met brand new neighbors who we adore who serve in the Navy. We all have veterans in our lives in this way, both big and small. And I would even go as far as to suggest that knowing and being courageously cared for by a veteran is one of our most shared human experiences in this country. However, many of the veterans in my life have shared with me the pain of not being seen and held for the service, and being seen and held less and less these days. And sometimes veterans in our community feel unseen for a huge part of their identity and service. So it means something for us. It really means something for us to pause today and acknowledge all the ways our country, our communities, and our lives have been shaped by the veterans in our midst. So to the veterans in this circle and in our wider world, we will pause. We will breathe and reflect. We will hear prayers and poems, and we will see you and honor you and thank you. We will remember those who have fallen. So please join me in a word of interfaith invocation in whatever manner of blessing is most at home for you. Sacred One, Holy Many, we gather with hearts of gratitude for all the veterans who have shaped our lives. We are grateful for safety, for our daily rhythms, for help in times of crisis, and for the hope of peace we continue to hold in our hearts. May each veteran in our midst feel seen this day and every day, and know the gifts they have given bear fruit for us. They are the trunks of the tree that branches out to shade and nourish us in each season, and we are grateful. We gather also with hearts of remembrance for the veterans who are not in this circle. May we call their memories and service to mind, and hold them close to our hearts today as we honor all the acts of service that have made our community at Bates and beyond the resilient and compassionate place we love. May it be so. Amen.
For the Fallen by Lawrence Binion. With proud thanksgiving, a mother for her children. England mourns for her dead across the sea. Flesh of her flesh they were, spirit of her spirit, fallen in the cause of the free. Solemn the drums thrill, death, august and royal, sings sorrow up into mortal spheres. There's music in the midst of desolation and a glory that shines upon our tears. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end, against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
They mingle not with their laughing comrades again. They sit no more at familiar tables of home. They have no lot in our labor of the daytime. They sleep beyond England's foam. But where our desires are and our hopes profound, felt as a wellspring that is hidden from sight, to the innermost heart of their own land they are known, as the stars are known to the night. As the stars that shall be bright when we are dust, moving in marches upon the heavenly plain, as the stars that are starry in the time of our darkness, to the end they remain.
This is a reading that was chosen by a veteran who's on staff named Anthony. It is The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. And though it says man, it is applicable to people of all genders. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
So in a moment, I will invite us all to share in a flower laying ritual on our beautiful Veterans Plaza. And I will begin by laying a flower of gratitude for each branch of the armed forces, the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Space Force, and one flower just to honor all who have protected and served for our country in a myriad of ways. So I will go ahead and lay those 7 flowers, and then you're welcome to take a quiet personal moment after those flowers are laid in this beautiful Veterans Memorial and hold your flower. Think of the veteran in your life you want to honor in this moment, and then lay it on the memorial as you feel led. These flowers will be available throughout the day for anyone who wishes to visit this space and couldn't make it this morning, so feel free to share. We'll conclude our ceremony this morning with a poem for peace and a benediction. This is The Peace of Wild Things by Wendell-Berry. When despair grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and I lie down where the wood drake rests in her beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief.
This is from the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 8, in the Christian Holy Scriptures. Finally, beloved, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. May fortitude be your guide, may service be your muse, and may honor be your way in this world. May it be so. Amen.